complete against Young. Jackson on the wing. Shoots over Durant. Jackson can't get it to go. In transition, here they come. Shoots over to Sumu. That's good from Durant on the assist from Young.
Oh, it is a nightmare trying to stay with Durant in fast break situations. Trust me, I know. His speed, agility, and intensity is just off the charts.
Now here's McCollum. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. McCollum against Durant. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Here's Porzingis. And it's Dosunmu with the rebound.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
Dort with a steal. Outside Durant. From deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Durant's got 7 points in the game.
There's the quick release. KD remarkably fast with the basketball.
Stan, it's hard to believe, but the Bulls have not won a playoff series since 2015.
Well, look, Brian, it's hard to win in this league. And when you're rebuilding, trying to find the mix that'll get you over the top is a difficult chore.
Long way from those Michael Jordan glory days. Rim protection and shooting, so important. Jaren Jackson Jr. has both of those skills, Stan.
Yeah, and look, Brian, it's rare to find guys who can do both of those things. Shot blocker at the rim and stretch the defense at the other end. Guys like that are hard to come by.
He's been a defensive player of the year. Maybe we'll see him in the three-point contest one day. Murray's checked in for Allen. Here's Durant. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
Just an aggressive inside play from Durant, pushing past the contact to get a shot.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Yourself up the screen, you should watch for best moves. Let's go. Let's see those moves.
Allen, he's checked in for Jamal Murray.
Way to go, everyone. Let's hear it for you. Coming onto the floor for the Hawks, number 20, Grayson Allen.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Edey. Over Porzingis. And it's Edey missing.
Not an ideal start for them. Still looking for their first field goal after 4 misses.
Here's Young. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Bulls trail by 8. McCollum taking his time here. Jackson finds McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. Over Young. Makes good on the step-back jumper.
Well, that's just their first make in 5 attempts. Maybe that bucket can ignite their offense.
Here's Durant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Jaren Jackson picks one up. When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
Here's Edey. Still no points. McCollum outside. He buries it from 3.
He's looking very confident so far. The defense is going to have to account for him.
Here's Durant. And
Hold up, my boy.
Durant with the big finish.
Yeah, the single-minded focus of Durant on offense, it's all about getting buckets, no distractions.
Bulls trail by 7. Here's Van Vliet. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. DeSumo outside. Pass to Jackson. 5 on the clock. That shot is off. Nice D from Durant. Atlanta leading by 7.
Are you
Young
going
inside.
to?
Guarded by Van
Get out
Vliet.
the way, fool.
Young against Van Vliet. Porzingis with a screen on Van Vliet. Allen outside. The 3.
No,
Chicago with a
man.
rebound. All right, and we
How
got
you
a
lose
report
that?
from Shams Charania with news out of the Western Conference. Shams, take it away.
Thanks, Brian. The Memphis Grizzlies
That thing, I
showed
ain't
they are
said nothing to
eager
you.
to make personnel changes early on still in the season. They were looking to land someone that instantly elevated their offense, so you can understand why Zion's name
That
was
wouldn't-
at the top
that
of their
wouldn't be-
list. I'm hearing chatter that
Can you cut my light off, please?
It's still not on.
You just cut the lamp. Stop.
FFFGGGG. Oh, Daddy.
Wait, what'd I do?
Nothing.
What you calling my name for then?
I didn't call your name.
they want to reshape their offense around Williams' explosiveness and try to make scoring as easy as possible for him.
All right, Shams, thank you. Much appreciated. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
With the game on the line,
Money,
Ice
I
Gray
probably
is a
sprayed it.
dangerous man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I work too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian?
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. It's great stuff there. Thank you.
That's what you meant.
Together and make some noise, fans. Incredible. Now on the court.
No, I don't. I don't dare you to do nothing. Don't do no extra
Changing it up
flips.
here.
No, don't pick them up.
I can pick them
Them
up.
20 pounds, you can't pick them up.
Them 50, 100.
Can't pick that up either.
Yes, I can.
No, you
Aldama, the pass to Achimura.
Remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
White finds Achimura. Now Aldama. 5 to shoot. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And they'll give that one to Miles Turner.
Well, White can attack fast, and the defense was unprepared to contest him cleanly.
Well, Stan, you talk about a late bloomer. Kobe White has shown that he might be just that.
Well, Brian, everything has come together for him. He's improved on defense. He's improved his decision-making. He got that second contract and a bigger role, and he is playing great.
And he might have the best hair in the NBA. And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot. Coach, another guy that symbolizes the rise of Canadian basketball, Jamal Murray. What an impact he's making.
Yeah, Brian, and I'd say even more than just making an impact. This Canadian guard can actually carry an offense on his own at times.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 5. A minute 20 left in the first. Hits a three-pointer.
You got switch on that.
McCollum's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Holiday passes to Murray. Hart with a screen on White. Murray against White. Turner, a screen on White. Shoots it from the high post. Rebound by the Bulls.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish
Yeah.
there.
The 3 from Okoro. Washington grabs the miss. The Hawks lead by 6. Right side Murray. from the stripe. Atlanta again missing. Hachimura against Holiday. McCollum with it. Here's Aldama.
Man,
Takes the fantastic
move
lead
so
pass
slow, bro.
up strong for the slam. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Hawks. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. Back to the game after this break.
We about to tap in. Check out Everest.
If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Atlanta?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
Santi Aldama out there with Jackson. Then it's Rui Hachimura. Then it's Kobe White. And it's Burks in at point guard. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Outside Durant. Young against Burks. Young looking over the floor. Now here's Murray. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention. And, Coach, you took the Magic to the 2009 NBA Finals. Give us an idea of the different kind of pressure that exists in the finals.
Well, I didn't really feel as much pressure, but at the end of it, it was excruciating to get that close and to have a chance and then to lose in 5 games. Like, you know, even then going through it, that it's going to be hard to get another chance at it. So I would just sum it up and say excruciating.
Now here's Durant. 13 points in the game. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Well, if Porzingis gets within arm's length of the hoop, he's not going to make many mistakes.
Murray against White. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Coach, when you talk about
See, what I'm talking about, bro. Like,
one of the most exciting players to watch in the NBA, Brian. He can shoot the ball from anywhere on the floor. He's a great ball handler and one of the most creative passers in the game.
Okoro is checked in for Milton. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a three-point play. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Atlanta making some changes. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Porzingis. And it's Allen in for Jamal Murray. Here's White. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
You got to commend the concentration White showed there. He doesn't get thrown off kilter easily.
And so Durant will bring it up for the Hawks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. There's a screen. A strong finish from KD inside.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Jackson outside. That three's off the mark. Atlanta leading by 7. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. White with it, and it's Young picking him up. Poke loose. Pass to Durant. KD gets a step, and it's slammed in by Durant.
What sets Durant apart is his handles. They're almost unseen for a guy of his height.
The Bulls shooting just 38% for this game so far. Hachimura with a screen on Allen. White, the pass to Hachimura. Back to White. Now here's Hachimura. Gets the three to fall. Hachimura's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, because he's a good scorer, White attracts attention, and that creates passing.
To the paint. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Dort. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, the Hawks are figuring it out. Coach Quinn Snyder said growth isn't linear. We want to just keep improving. The players have bought in. They're working. They're practicing hard, hitting the film. Everybody has been absolutely coachable. I think we're learning. Guys, it's all about the journey here.
Yeah, I'm trying to take that next step. That's how it's done. Thanks, Allie. Here's White, following the score by Atlanta. Okoro on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Aldama, the pass to Jackson. Drills the baseline jumper.
Well, from that 13, 15-foot range, Jackson is automatic. You can't give him no.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Edey's checked in for Aldama. Dosunmu comes in for Hachimura. McCollum, he's checked in for Okoro. And Van Vliet is subbed in for White. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Atlanta. Drew Holiday comes in for Young. Durant for 3. The rebound by Edey.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Van Vliet against Holiday. McCollum outside. Goes up from the top of the key, and there's another one for the Bulls.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Atlanta leading by 4. Now Durant. He's got 22. Here he goes. Oh, KD striding in for the finish.
Watch how Durant disrupts the defense with the pick and roll, creating an opening for himself.
Jackson outside.
2 minutes.
Pass to Edey. Allen against McCollum. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
See, that'd be the Bulls.
He can absorb the contact and still complete the play.
Well, one of the sharpest players off the floor, C.J. McCollum.
Well, Brian, he also did a great job as president of the Players Union, and he's great on his podcast, too.
I'm sure he'll be doing games with you soon enough after his playing career.
Yeah, I just hope he's not taking my job.
Aldama's checked in for Chicago.
Hey,
Bulls trail by 4.
Yeah.
Holiday with the ball. Van Vliet covering. From about 16. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Porzingis has got 4 points this quarter.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
Here's McCollum. The rebound by Allen.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Outside Durant. Durant owning the inside.
These defenders really need to man up,
So,
particularly in the lane.
Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Aldama outside. Pass to Van Vliet.
Come on, Drew.
6 to shoot. For 3. And again,
Oh.
Chicago, no good. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Durant with it. DeSumo picks him up. Durant, pass to Dort. Right side, Durant. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Where KD going
And it's a
off.
10-point Atlanta lead.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
So we
Let's
conclude
go.
the first half.
Well, I
Atlanta
told
on
y'all,
top.
man. I
They
learned how
lead
to
by
shoot
13.
this, bro.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach Quinn Snyder, and Coach, you're getting stops in the first half. What do you attribute to that?
Well, we're playing hard, scrambling, picking up our effort, trying to be precise and disciplined and talk, and not resting on our laurels at any point.
Hopefully you can remain active on the defensive end in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Welcome to halftime, and guys, so far the game has belonged to Kevin Durant.
And KD, the easy money sniper, doing what he does best, one of the most prolific scorers the game has ever seen.
Yeah, you know a little something about that, I would say. Just a little.
Yeah.
And now to some other news. We've got some trades to talk about.
Man, I just love this trade. Gaining Zion Williamson, are you kidding
Man,
me?
you had
He's one of those players who
Yeah,
strikes
Zion
fear in the
Williamson
hearts
for
of
a
his
second, bro.
opponents. Powerful, unstoppable around the basket. Might have to call him Baby Shaq.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
Halftime. Roll up my momentum, but KD got 31 in the first half. Now.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that...
Hold on, man. Roll up some real quick. So that's some. Roll up something real quick for him, like. All right, we in though. Oh.
It's threatening to be. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
He's been on a tear so far, throwing down some vicious dunks. I was a little worried for the rim in the first half.
Well, as a defense, you can't allow him that much room in the post. That's just asking for trouble.
The Hawks lead by 13. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder. Murray out there with Trae Young. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's Kevin Durant. And it's Dort in at the small forward position. They get the rebound. The kick to Durant. Dort, a screen on Jackson. Pass to Dort. It's stolen away. Now here's Dosunmu. Tightly guarded. McCollum on the wing. Van Vliet on the wing. Guarded by Young. Down low. Here's Edey. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
Durant with a screen on Van Vliet. Here's Young going inside. And a nice finish on the layup. Young's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, don't judge Young by his size. He's got some real toughness.
McCollum on the wing. From 20 feet. Durant pulls it in. Durant's got 5 rebounds in the game.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Kevin Durant, unfazed by the D. All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys. But now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Here. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Porzingis. Washington comes in for Durant, and Hart subbed in for Dort. Van Vliet against Young. Pass to McCollum. Here's the 3. The rebound by Atlanta. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And it just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
Pass to Dosunmu. Back to Van Vliet. And here's McCollum. Over Murray. And all around the rim that time before dropping. McCollum's got 14 points for the game.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Young can't hit.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Murray against McCollum. Pass to Van Vliet. Shoots over Young. Van Vliet misses.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look, just couldn't finish.
Turner with it. That one goes. Count it. Turner's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Dosunmu, the pass to Jackson. Dosunmu outside. Jackson the screen from downtown. And Dosunmu with the 3. Dosunmu's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Atlanta leading by 12. And here's Young, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. Murray with it. Dosunmu picks him up. Hard against McCollum. Now here's Hart. The D's right on him. Turner. And it comes off the front of the rim.
I be tripping on my shots sometimes. But ain't no way we lose this big.
Joint should go out so fast. I like the taste and everything. Smoke.
Experience.
Those are precisely the looks this
like
team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Hachimura's checked in for Dosunmu. And Atlanta with possession here. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Durant looking around. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. The Bulls trail by 9.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win. This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy, but a rally like this is how you do it.
Turner, a screen on McCollum. Allen, pass to Turner.
2 minutes.
Outside Durant. Over Edey. Atlanta again missing. And here's Chicago. A big stretch here going. 10-2. McCollum outside. To the inside. Kicks it out to Jackson. And Turner with the block.
A ferocious shot blocker. Turner provides a sense of security to the rest of his teammates.
And Durant gets it to go.
A clutch bucket.
Come on, Joseph. Yeet. Get that man, dog.
He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Chicago's gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Van Vliet finds McCollum. Van Vliet on the wing. He's covered by Holiday. Jackson for 3. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, look, you have to be able to count on energy and effort every night, and they're showing a lot of it with this transition bucket.
And another note, how about the way they've cashed in off turnovers, taking advantage when given the extra opportunity?
Aldama's checked in for Chicago. White comes in for Fred Van Vliet. Now here's Durant, guarded by Aldama. They set a pick. And that one's good by Durant. Durant's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, and one of the most skilled players we've ever seen. Durant just continues to dominate offensively.
Inside, here's Aldama.
Ah, that's a steal. Come on.
Assist from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists now in this one.
Man, how y'all get a draw on that, bro?
Outside Durant. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Durant's got 39.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well,
yes, sir.
Good
talk ball, but
if they can't improve their defensive intensity, they got to show some fight.
Aldama, the pass to Hachimura. Holiday against McCollum. Shot clock at 5. Beyond the arc. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's Atlanta ending the quarter up 10. Great shot selection right now. Keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. Head coach Billy Donovan is mic'd up along the sidelines. Let's check it out.
Hold your ground. Don't let him back your way in. Just hold your ground. The other thing, too, is once he picks the ball up, he's not going to shoot it.
Oh,
if he
my
does,
dope.
just stay down on him.
Yeah,
Oh, my dope.
Conveying the scouting report to his guys.
Knowing your opponent's plays is important. On the money right there.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. We've got Kobe White, Senti Aldama out there with Jackson. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Okoro in at the 2 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Kevin Durant. Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Bulls, Jaren Jackson Jr. One shot.
Well, you talk about a guy who could start for any team in the league. That's what Jaren Jackson is all about.
Outside Durant. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense.
For Atlanta, Kevin Durant. One shot.
Free throw is good from Durant.
No doubt Kevin Durant is the best scoring forward of his generation, maybe of all time. I mean, KD can do anything offensively.
White, good.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
Now here's Durant, guarded by Aldama. Durant drives in. KD attacking with force.
Just superb length and agility. Durant can get buckets pretty much any time he wants.
Here's White. Aldama outside. Pass to Okoro. Back to Aldama. Fires the 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Young. Launches it. Hachimura with a rebound.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
And there it is for him.
Wow, Jackson Jr. lightning quick.
Atlanta leading by 8. Outside Young. Takes the three. Oh, that's what he does. Trae Young knocking down a three.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Pass to Jackson. 18 feet out. Again, the Bulls score.
Well, he was scuffling with this shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
Outside Young. Here's Durant. Jacks up a three. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got assist number 5 here tonight. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hachimura from long range. He drops it from range.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Outside Durant. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Here's Aldama. All right, Stan, what's one rule you change if you could be commissioner for a day?
Well, first thing I want to know, Brian, if I get to be commissioner for the day, for that day, do I get Adam Silver's salary?
100%.
Brian, I'd get rid of all the replays.
All the replays. No more reviews. Human factor.
No reviews, no challenges. Let's play the game and keep the flow of the game going.
First free throw is good.
A slender big man with a nice shooting touch. Aldama is one of those guys who seems to get steadily better each season.
And the Hawks making a change here. Washington's checked in. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Pass to Porzingis. Outside Murray. Over McCollum. And that one comes up a bit short. The Bulls trail by 7. Jackson finds Van Vliet. Now McCollum. Jackson outside. Deflects the pass. McCollum against Dort. McCollum's shot is off. The Hawks lead by 7. Outside Young. Porzingis sets a screen. The three. Young can't hit.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
McCollum against Murray. Van Vliet against Young. Pass to Edey. Here's McCollum. That one rolls around and rims out. Atlanta's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Young from long range. Chicago with a rebound. Here's McCollum. Pass to Jackson from outside the arc. The rebound by Atlanta. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Van Vliet against Murray. Washington a screen on Van Vliet. Shot clock at 6. And they double up Murray. The Hawks need to get one up here. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. And timeout is called by Billy Donovan, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Chicago making a switch here. Sumu's checked in. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Billy Donovan was just reviewing the plan with his team, and Coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter. There's a screen by Turner. Here's Durant. Pass to Turner. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys.
The dopest crew in the 3-1-2. Let him hear it.
1:16 left in the fourth quarter here. 4 on the clock. On the wing, Murray. Up and over McCollum. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. The Bulls trail by 5. Sumu, pass to McCollum. With the fadeaway. And it's good. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
Well, those are some huge points from the vet, C.J. McCollum.
Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
Durant against Jackson. Screen by Durant. Here's Murray. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, and Murray, one of the best free throw shooters in this league, always happy to go to the free throw line.
Jamal Murray, 2 shots.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 5-point game.
A very successful visit to the line for him. Now this is a 2-possession game.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Young, he's checked in for the Hawks.
For goal, Chicago Bulls.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Turner.
Chicago Bulls.
And Chicago has possession, trailing by 5.
Certainly a guy you can rely on in pressure situations. McCollum is a savvy vet who can get it done.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Jaren Jackson Jr. 4th personal foul. 13 foul.
So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
Taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game. 23 seconds left in the final quarter. Holiday against McCollum. Pass to Edey. Here's Jackson. And he sinks it.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
2 shots.
And he's unable to get the second one. So it's a narrow victory for the Hawks, pulling it out for the W. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson.
Man, bro, we just hit for a 50p, boy. God, dog. On 20 for 29. 7 points with the next highest. Oh, man. 2 for 3, though, for Porzingis. I'll take it. 3 for 9, Trey. Got a little bit Jamal. Come on, man. Got a point from the free throw line. This man, KD, though, bro, in 22 minutes. Hell, man, you ain't able to do that here again. What we understand is not over. 69. Come on, look at the trade rumors talking about something. We want to move Kristaps Porzingis for Naz Reid. Right? I mess with Naz Reid, feel me? But no, I'm not trading